Welcome everyone to Witches Reclaiming the Roundtable Global Online Summit, where we're ushering in this new wave of witches and sorcerers returning home to ancient source and truth. During this summit, we're opening sacred space for witches to take our seat once again beside the knights of the Round Table, inviting witches back onto center stage where we belong to sing our sacred soul songs once again. This summit is a grand reclamation of the rising of the deep witch gnosis that is vital now to support the continued creation of this golden age. And I'm your host, Eimear Stassin, and I am so delighted and honoured to welcome today's expert speaker, Jocelyn Starfeather. Jocelyn Starfeather is a visibility and thought leadership coach for visionary entrepreneurs, spiritual alchemists, astrologer, and founder of Sacred Planet. She shares shamanic and ancient wisdom to guide courageous seekers in co-creating revolutionary new worlds in alignment with Mother Earth and the vast intelligence of the cosmos. After a successful 15-year corporate career working in finance for major multinational companies, Jocelyn was thrust into a deep spiritual awakening. And it was that awakening which turned her life upside down and enabled her to reconnect with her intuition and healing abilities. And with that, she dove deeply into earth-based and shamanic practices, and she has studied alongside elders and wisdom keepers ever since. Jocelyn also studies astrology since 2015 and has developed her own unique craft of astrological readings called alchemical astrology, as well as having a profound and life-changing time and experience in the ancient temples and pyramids of Egypt. Jocelyn blends alchemy, astrology, hermeticism, ancient and indigenous wisdom, and a magical shamanic perspective to coach and guide visionary entrepreneurs, revolutionaries, and change makers all around the world. And Jocelyn's mission is to help people break free from everything that has held them back so that they can joyfully offer their highest contribution to our collective future. Wow. And Jocelyn, your title for today is Channeling the Witches of Days Gone By, Why the Time is Now for the Witches to Return. So why is it so important for the witches to return now in these times?
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Eimear, for having me here as a part of your event. And I want to thank the witches for being here with us. They have been with me so strongly ever since I woke up this morning. And I think probably even through the night, although I can't exactly remember my dreams, but they were strong dreams. And I want to begin by sharing with everybody a little bit about this painting behind me. Now, I can move out of the way, but I also, you all can see it there, but I want to give you a close-up before we dive in. Would you mind if I share my screen, Eimear? So everybody, I'm staying in a place, this is just an Airbnb. I'm staying here for 2 nights, 2 days. And this just happens to be the time that we were scheduled to record this. And I've been here moving around in this space and looking at this painting, but not really seeing it. And then yesterday, I looked up and I saw it, and I want you all to see it, because this is no mistake that this painting is here and that the witches are here with us for this conversation. Now, if you look at this painting, all of a sudden I saw it and I realized it's a black cross with fire at the bottom and all of these beautiful colors moving up from the bottom up to this really, Milky Way kind of starry night sky color at the top. How beautiful is this? And I just had full body chills for about 5 minutes when I was sitting here yesterday. So the witches are here. They are speaking to us. This beautiful painting is here and will be the backdrop as they speak to us through me. And I may even at some point turn around and face the image. We'll see. We'll see what happens and what moves through. But I wanted to begin with that. So, okay, so I'm going to just drop back in, connect, and just let the witches begin to speak. And I might close my eyes or I might stare off in the distance. So don't mind any of that. I'm just letting them speak through and come through as they want to, with their clarity and purity of their thoughts and their words and their wishes for us. So why the witches are needed now. So there is no mistake that the energy is rising, that the heat and the intensity are rising in your world, dear ones. There is no mistake, because the energy that we've always had, that we've always known is ours. The power that we've always known is coming back into all of you. And if you go back to the times when the witches were respected, to the time when the witches were the center of every community, because we were the healers, the midwives, the shamans, the priestesses. We have always been the magical ones. We have always held the depths of power of the earth and the cosmos. We have always connected in with the deep resonance of the heartbeat of Mother Earth herself. And this is rising back up within you, dear ones, after such a long time of forgetting, after such a long time of feeling separated from one another and separated from all of your power and your magic and the earth and the sky. It is coming back to you. And there is no mistake, because you are needed now to facilitate this massive shift of energy that's coming through. And so the invitation, all of you witches now in the current times, is to really embrace all that you are, to embrace your power as the witch, the priestess, the shaman, the healer, the midwife, the herbalist. There are many forms that you can choose in which to be a witch today. So whichever of these forms feel right for you, whichever of the modalities call to you the most strongly, really welcome that in, embrace it, live it. Don't worry about what others think around you. Really allow this power of the earth and cosmos to flow through you. Connect with the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Go stand barefoot upon her and let her energy flow up into you, and let her fill you with her power. Because you are needed. There is great healing needed now on the earth. When this power of the heartbeat, which scientists today call the Schumann resonance, it's an interesting name, but this is the heartbeat of the earth. And so when her power of her heartbeat, of her unconditional love, flow through the soles of your feet and into your body, that power can then flow out through your hands. It actually flows out through every cell. You can share it in whatever way you wish. But this is the power that the witches have always known, that when we lay our hands upon people, they are healed. When we use our hands to work with the herbs and to form the tonics and the elixirs and the teas, these are concoctions, are potions. They possess magical powers because they were made not only with these herbs from the earth, but also with our magical hands. So let this power flow through you, and know that even if you don't fully understand it, you can use this power. You can let it flow through. You can let your intuition guide you. You can let your ancestral awareness, your past life awareness, all the memories that you have from the past lives guide you now to heal others in the way that you are called.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I can feel it in every cell of my body and flowing out through my fingertips, and the painting behind is so beautiful and transfixing. And I wonder if you could take us back to those times when witches, when we were revered and honored, so that we can remember those times.
Yes.
I wonder if you can take us back there.
Yes, let's go back. Let's all go back together. So you may want to close your eyes along with me and just allow yourself to be carried back 5,000 years ago, 10,000 years ago, even more, 25,000 years ago, when the caves were painted by our far, far distant ancient ancestors with their beautiful depictions of the animals and the stars. And imagine yourself in a gathering, the whole community coming together under a bright starry night lit up by the full moon. And see that you are one of these community members. And maybe you're a man, maybe you're a woman, really, maybe you're a child, maybe you're an elder. Really sense into who you are. What part of this community are you? And you have all walked together under this bright moonlight, singing the songs of joy, singing the songs of life, singing the songs that honor the earth, the songs that honor the stars. And you have reached a beautiful place near the top of a mountain where you can see the valleys shining with the moonlight below you. You can see a river shining with that reflected light of the moon. And you look up and you see the countless stars of the Milky Way. And you know that you are held as a precious child here in this center place between the earth below and the heavens above. And you know that your physical body is filled with the magic of this meeting point between the earth and cosmos. This meeting point between the earth and the cosmos is the only place where life has been created. This is the point of the highest magic. This place where we get to live. Life is a rare form of magic in this vast universe that we call home. And so on this night, all of us are gathered in community to celebrate this miracle, this magic of the life force itself. Everyone in the community is gathering in a circle. And at the center of the circle is the shaman, the witch, the priestess. She holds in her arms a bundle of various powerful herbs. And she looks around the community. She looks around this circle. She smiles into each person's eyes, welcoming them into this powerful circle, this celebration of life itself. And she calls forward the 3 women in the community who are pregnant. whose bellies are round with the miracle of life growing within them. And she asks 3 of them to sit on the ground near her, and then she sits in front of them. And she prays over and blesses each of them with her powerful herbs, with her powerful hands. And in the nighttime sky, she reads the powerful destiny of each of their children soon to be born. And they learn what each of these children's role is meant to be in the community. They learn what magical or healing powers each of these children will possess. As the witch reads all of this in the nighttime sky and in the eyes of the mothers, which reflect those starry night skies. And once these oracular readings are complete, the pregnant women stand and open their arms to the sky in deep gratitude for this blessing of life, new life coming to the community. And they take a vow to always uphold the sanctity and sacredness of this life as they bring forth their children and raise their children. And then the whole community takes the same vow. They know that when the time comes for these women to give birth, the witch will be the one that is there by their side, nurturing them, comforting them, offering the exact herbs and medicines that they need for a safe and healthy birth. They know that whenever challenging times come to their community, the witch, the shaman, the priestess will know what to do. She will read the skies. She will read the earth. She will lay her healing hands upon those who fall ill. And so she is the center of their community. And she is honored and respected in every way. And when she grows old, she will be nurtured and cared for until the end of her life. And she will be training a new witch to rise up to take this role for the community with joy, with love, with passion in her heart. This lineage of the witches is held by the women. This is very important, for the women are the ones that have the ability for their womb to grow and hold the child within, the new life within. The men also have very important roles. The men are never excluded or left out in any way. But the witch, the one of highest magic in the community, must be a woman. So just pause now and just allow yourself to dance and celebrate under the stars with this vibrant community, grateful for the life force flowing through your veins, grateful to experience all the beauty of life here in this center point between the heavens and the earth.
So beautiful. I feel like I'm dancing with the heartbeat of Mother Earth and all the fellow witches and community members. Yeah. And I'm wondering about the lessons that we can learn from the witches and their power. What are some of these deepest lessons that we can learn?
So, dear children, you are each so very powerful because you stand at this magnificent place in the center between the earth and the heavens. Your body is a miraculous technology. Your body holds the energetic capabilities to draw up the energy from the earth, to send that energy out to the heavens, to draw the energy from the heavens, send that energy into the earth, and to be a conduit for all of the life force that flows through our entire world. And so with this power in every cell of your body, you must know, children, that there is nothing that you cannot do. Now, those of you here in this modern society, you have been taught that you have massive limitations, that things are impossible, that there are challenges at every turn. And these are lies which have been placed upon you, which you have been conditioned into over many, many thousands of years. And of course, there have been many events like the burning of the witches, the many, many instances of colonization, the Crusades, slavery. There have been so many instances where death and darkness and the impossibility of life have been taught to you and ingrained into you. And what is happening now is that so many of you are realizing that these have been lies. These events truly happened, of course. And this is a very serious matter. But the human decisions that catalyzed these events were lies and illusions and misunderstandings. And it was instances of taking the truth and twisting it in terrible ways that led to these events. And so the call now and the energy and the light streaming in from the heavens at this time is guiding and assisting you with this. The call now is to learn from these very difficult experiences and to get really clear within each and every one of yourselves who are willing to take this journey, who are willing to really listen. Get very clear within yourself on what is truth and what is illusion. And then to begin to identify within your own life, what is truth and what is illusion? Where have you been lied to? Where are you still being lied to? Now, there are many layers of structure and bureaucracy and politics and education and financial systems, right, that these lies are encoded into. And so it may feel like an impossible task or a very overwhelming task to think of breaking free from all of the lies. But we are here to tell you that there are so many of you waking up and looking toward the light and looking toward the truth and seeking to find your power again, that you have far more power amongst all of you than any of these corporations or organizations or governments. And all you need to do is set your intention clearly to see through the lies and to live your life more and more in alignment with what is true. Now, again, you will run into layers, you will run into people not understanding the decisions you're making, you will run into maybe your workplace not understanding your need. For example, here's a great example for women to take a few days off around their moon time. Right? This is returning to one of our core and essential truths, that this is a time of great power in a woman's life. Those 3 or 4 or 5 days when it is most intense. And our minds are not linear at that time. Beautiful women. We are not meant to be crunching spreadsheets at that time or filling out the forms of the bureaucracy or whatever we may be doing in those jobs, right? Even if it's a job that you love, you are meant to be sitting on the earth or in meditation, connecting with the earth and sending that energy of your blood, your life force, the life force that creates new life within you, sending that back to the mother in this reciprocal connection with her. Right? So when you're sitting at your office job, not able to focus on truth, this is a problem. So these are examples, right, where we see the truth and then we need to find ways to bring it into our life in a way that's realistic. We certainly don't want people losing their income source over this kind of thing. And so we don't want you to be overwhelmed by the thought of the changes that you want to make in your life. We want you to know that if you simply set your intention to live more and more in the truth and to be able to see where there are lies and illusions and begin to gradually shift them. As more and more of you do this, and so many of you already are, in beautiful ways. So as more and more of you are doing this, and hundreds of thousands more, and 500s of thousands of more, right? There's so many more people all around the world are making these shifts. Then this will cause a massive shift in the energetic balance, in the harmonic balance of our collective society, as well as within the earth herself, because she is supporting us in this. She wants to help us make this shift. And there's all this, so much more light just came streaming into the room here. I don't know if you all could see. So just setting your intentions clearly to move more and more into truth, more and more into the light of all that you truly are and all that is available to you from this powerful, powerful technology of your body, the powerful resource of your intuition and your inner knowing. Let these guide you. We want to say one more thing about this inner knowing. Your bodies, as all of this new light is streaming in from the cosmos at this time, your bodies are being shifted and upgraded to come into alignment with that heartbeat of Mother Earth in a much more profound way than you have felt before in your lives, and than any humans have felt for thousands of years. So this is a big shift, and it's causing what appear to be illnesses or unexplainable symptoms that many of you are going through. And so we want you to take heart. We want you to know that this is part of the process. This is part of the upgrade process. And your bodies are becoming more sensitive to energy. So this is one way to tell what's true, is to let your body lead you. So if you are going into a situation, let's say a social gathering, and it feels amazing and you can't wait to be there and your body is just saying yes, 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 and your heart is saying yes, 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 then this is the right gathering for you, right? Go there, enjoy, you're meant to be there. But if you're about to go to a gathering and you get this heavy feeling in your heart or a sick feeling in your stomach, or things just start to move in a much more difficult way, then just pause and release yourself from the obligation of going. Right? This is one way that we can really take our health into our own hands by not any longer doing things that feel wrong in our body, right? Or in our intuition. We know when we get those intuitive hits, it's not right. It doesn't feel right. Just pause, take a deep breath. Your body, your intuition are telling you what is truth for you individually. This will be an individual journey for each one of us, as well as this beautiful collective awakening and uprising. So really listen, really pay attention, and respond to those body signals that you get as best you can. We know it's not always possible in every scenario, but try to as best you can. This is so important.
Thank you. Yes. And I'm wondering about ancient Egypt, because I know Jocelyn has such a connection with ancient Egypt, and I'm wondering about witches and the wisdom from ancient Egypt, if there's something our audience needs to know for these times.
Yes, let me see what they will say about this. Wow. So the witches are showing me the temple of Dendera. And this is the temple devoted to the goddess Hathor. Hathor is the womb that births all things in the cosmos. I'm going to let the witches speak now. We invite all of you now to close your eyes once again as we will walk through the hallways of Dendera together. Now, within this temple of Dendera, the temple dedicated to Hathor, are written all of the deepest secrets ever known. And you must know that below this temple that you can go and walk in today in Egypt, there is another temple below, which is 4,000 years older. And there's another temple below that, which is 4,000 years older than that one. There's another temple below that, which is 4,000 years older than that one, because the Egyptians would always rebuild their temples every several thousand years to properly realign them with the proper stars. And they would carry forward in what was written on the walls all of the knowledge and the wisdom that was written in the older temple. And so this temple of Dendera holds some of the very most ancient knowing from the times long, 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 long ago, at least 12,000 years ago or more. Now, there are many, many teachings written in these texts on the walls of Dendera. One thing you will notice is the presence of many, many serpents. Some of them have wings. These winged serpents carry the life force energy, the Kundalini energy. that gives life to all things. And this speaks back to the original moment when life began, when life rose out of the primordial oceans in a completely miraculous act of magic, in the joining of the great above, the heavens, and the great below, Mother Earth, in the primordial oceans. Life was first birthed. The life force energy began to flow through beings, and these beings were then living. This was a completely new occurrence on our beautiful planet Earth. And so in Dendera, as we walk through these halls, we come into connection with the most ancient understandings of birthing and the origin point of life. Now, step into a very special chapel here within Dendera that is dedicated to the goddess Nut. Nut is the sky goddess, or you could call her the sky witch if you like. And she is the Milky Way. Her body stretches across the heavens every night. Every evening at sunset, she eats the sun. And as the sun travels through her body all night, it shines out through these tiny holes, creating the stars. This is the Milky Way that we see. And in the morning, she births the sun at dawn from her womb. Nut reminds us of the continual renewal of life, the continual rebirthing of the life force, because this life force, once it was originally created in these primordial oceans of the earth, will continue on and on and on. It is so powerful. It is so strong. It knows how to keep birthing itself again and again and again. Just look around your world. Look at all the different life forms, all of the plants, all of the animals, the fungi, the bacteria, the viruses, all of these different forms of beings that have agency, that make intelligent decisions, that carry the life force within them. Look at all the forms that know how to rebirth themselves. And you humans do as well. You know how to rebirth yourselves, not only in the physical sense of a mother and a father creating children, but you know how to rebirth the power that you have always held, that we as the witches have always known. You know how to rebirth this power within yourselves now at this time in your world. So Nut, as she births the sun, reminds you of this. Let us walk out to the front of Dendera Temple and stand out on the land facing the front of this temple with its beautiful pillars covered on 4 sides with 4 faces of the goddess Hathor on every pillar. And just gaze into the eyes of this beautiful goddess, this beautiful witch, Hathor. She is the womb who births all things. And as you gaze into her eyes, she fills you with the power to birth all things, with joy, with passion, with sensuality, with love. She fills you with this power. Feel it rising up within you. Feel this Kundalini life force rising up from your root chakra, up through your sacral and solar plexus chakra, up through your heart, up through your throat, giving you the courage to speak your truth, up through your third eye, giving you the power to know what you need to do and to have the intuition to guide you. Feel this power rising up to your crown chakra, connecting you with the heavens above. This is the power of Hathor. And as you stand there, looking up at these beautiful Hathor pillars at Dendera, you realize that it is sunset. The sun is setting in the west. You realize Newt is eating the sun. The light is going out. And you begin to hear music. And up on the rooftop of Dendera Temple, you hear the song of 1,000 sistrums begin to play their beautiful twinkling music. They are calling forth the stars. The sound of the sistrums is the same crackling sound that the stars make when they first appear in the nighttime sky. So there are 1,000 priestesses holding 1,000 sistrums on the rooftop of Dendera, singing and playing their sistrums and chanting for this miracle of the nighttime sky that will, at dawn, once again give rise to the new day, to new life, to new birth. And you are filled with emotion as you remember that you have stood here before. You have heard this music of the sistrums before. And you feel the power of your past lives, the power of all the modalities you have known in your past lives, the power of all the wisdom and the knowledge that you have held in your past lives flowing back into you now. You feel the potency of your life force. You feel the magic flowing from your fingertips. And you know that in this moment, as you listen to this magical crackling sound of the sistrums, you see the stars beginning to appear overhead. You look once again into the eyes of the Hathor columns. You know, you feel just how powerful you really are. So stay here for a little while, dance to the music of the sistrums, gaze into the eyes of Hathor for as long as you would like. Allow that power from the earth to rise up within you. Allow the power from the cosmos to come down and rain down upon you and fill you up from above. And dance as the holy child of the earth and cosmos, the holder, the magic of life itself. This is who you truly are.
That's so beautiful. For people then watching who the word witch or reconnecting with witch or Hathor or Newt, where that brings up fear, perhaps because of past life persecution or this life persecution, how can you, or how can we connect with you to support this process of rising and reclaiming?
Yes. So it is very important for these fears to come up now. It is very important for the emotions of those past lives to be remembered, to be felt, to be honored. And this is very difficult for us as humans, for all of you as humans, because we feel that we're going to die, right? It is a survival level fear because you have been killed in these past lifetimes or tortured or cast out from the community. It's very real. What is happening is that you will find yourselves in situations where these fears come up. They are coming up to be seen and witnessed so that they can be cleared. There's a massive clearing that is happening for all of you there on Earth. You've all been experiencing it. There's no doubt, a massive clearing process. And you have felt this as relationships are falling away. Perhaps, everything you thought was stable in your life is falling away. This is what's happening right now. Disruptions, upsets, unexpected occurrences. Maybe you've lost your health and are working on regaining your health. There's many ways that this can show up for all of you in your human lives. And this is a great clearing that is in process. Part of what is happening is that the bigger invitation is for you to connect in with the positive aspects of your past lives. Because each and every one of you has had past lives where you held tremendous power. The problem is that in some of those lives, that is where you were burned at the stake, or that is where you were killed or exiled. And so when you go to step into your power is exactly when the fear is going to come up. So as you feel the fear, know that you are on the brink of stepping into your power in a whole new way. If you are feeling these fears, you're at the threshold of clearing them. And it takes great courage, but this is what we are here for. We, the witches of days gone by, we are here for you. Your guides are here for you. The Egyptian netters are here for you. Call upon the beings that you trust. Your spirit animals, your ancestors, maybe your grandmother or your grandfather who you knew in life, and now they have passed to the other side. They're here to support you in this. We are all here to support you in this. So call upon us, help us to inspire you, help us to assist you in, again, it's important to feel the fear, to recognize it, even to witness it, and even to speak with the fear. Say, thank you, fear, for coming in and showing me where my power lies. For this will always be true for you in your human lives. Wherever you feel the greatest fear, beneath that fear is your greatest power. This is always true. And so as you feel the fear, allow yourself to take some deep breaths, bring calm into your physical system as much as you can, and begin to expand your perception, begin to expand your awareness to sense what might be the power that lies beneath this fear. What might be the power that is trying to break through and become fully available to me, fully accessible to me. And as you continue to work with this over time, calling in your guides, calling in all of us, the witches, your ancestors, letting us help you. Work with it again and again until you feel the fear become less and you feel the power come to the forefront. And this is what will eventually happen. The fear will diminish, because always the fear is but a lie and an illusion. The fear is not who you truly are. The fear is something that was instilled in you through trauma or different types of challenge or destruction or death, right? And it is a very real emotion, a very real effect on our lives. But it is a lie. Who you truly are is the deep, deep power that lies beneath it. So the more that you work with it and witness, just by witnessing the fear, it shifts it significantly. So really trust us on this and give it a try. Witness your fear, speak to it, have a dialogue with it, see what it wants to tell you. Ask it, how can I release you? How can I let you go so that I can step into my power? And so the fear, the energy of the fear will become less and less. The energy of your power will become more and more and will rise. And you will no longer be held hostage by the fear. And you will feel the fullness of your true and deep power. And we are sending you courage. We are sending you love. We are sending you blessings for this journey. For as you heal yourselves in this way, you are healing your ancestral lines, and you are healing the lines of your descendants, all of those who are to come in the future. Those of you alive at this time have taken on a mighty role, a very powerful, terrifying, exciting role in being the ones to clear all of this trauma from the past. So we honor you. We stand in admiration of you and all that you are moving through on planet Earth at this time. And we are continually sending you courage and love and support. So turn to us anytime, every time we are here.
Thank you. How can people connect with you, witches of days gone by, knowing now how you can support us and that you are here?
Absolutely. What we recommend is that let's do one more little visualization here, and this will become a practice you can do again and again, everyone listening. So we invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath in, and then release that breath and let yourself relax, let your system become calm, release, just let go of any thoughts. And we invite you to imagine yourself in a beautiful place in nature that feels safe and comfortable and familiar to you. And allow yourself to stand there barefoot so that this energy, the heartbeat of the earth, can flow up through the soles of your feet and into your body and carry that deep power of the earth into every cell. And as you are standing there in that beautiful place in nature, call upon us, call upon the witches. Maybe you prefer to call upon one of your ancestors who was a witch. Maybe you prefer to call upon a witch who stood on the same ground, who lived on the same ground where you now stand. Really trust your intuition, but you can call upon us. And one of us or maybe more of us will come to you there in that beautiful place in nature. And then you can ask us anything you like. And maybe we will teach you some healing, some magic to do with your hands. Or maybe we'll teach you how to lay on the earth and really fully receive her energies. There are many things that we will show you and teach you if you call upon us in this way. And we will also be able to instill in you the courage to move past these fears and to fully claim your power. So we invite you to give this a try at times that feel right for you. Go out into this beautiful place in nature and call upon us. And know that we will appear and we will be there with you. And we will have so much fun together. Aho.
Thank you. Thank you. Is there anything else you would like to share?
We just want all of you to know that the energy rising in your world is so bright. It is so powerful. It is filled with life force beyond anything you can imagine. And so if you're going through challenging times, if you're going through struggles, we want you to know that this bright, bright light coming in is stronger than any of that darkness that you're moving through. It is necessary to move through the darkness. It is necessary to honor it, to feel it, to learn from it. The darkness has much to offer us. And yet you will be able to move through that darkness. You will be able to move into the light, all of you. We want you to know this and trust in this deep in your hearts. This kind of trust, this kind of faith will guide you through any dark nights of the soul. And whenever you can, reconnect with this light streaming in. Just look up at the sky. Just see how much light is there and know that all the light we're receiving has extra power right now. Is so strong because we're sending this to you all. The earth and cosmos are sending you this light. So really anchor into the light. Remember, get clarity, crystal clarity on what is true in your life, and what is lie and illusion, and set your intention to move more and more into the light and the holiness of truth. Thank you for hearing us today. Thank you for letting us be here, a part of your gathering. We are honored to be here. We love you all.
Thank you so, so much. It is such an honor. Thank you. I'm wondering, would Jocelyn like to share about your free gift at this moment? If it feels right.
Absolutely. I'm just, I'm like a little dizzy and coming back here. Thank you for allowing me to channel the witches. This was really, they are sending me the energy in every cell, and this has been really powerful. So thank you for inviting me to your event, Eimear, and for letting me channel in this way. And yes, I would love to share about my free gift. So my free gift is about ancient Egypt, and I hope you will all love it. It's a beautiful video workshop that you can watch where you're going to connect in with the ancient goddesses or the ancient netters of Egypt. And you got a little glimpse of it in what the witches shared today. This will allow you to see some of the imagery from the different temples and really just immerse in the magic of Egypt and all the wisdom, deep, deep wisdom that's held there. So I hope you all will love it. And I had so much fun creating that video.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. And the light streaming in from your window behind you is immense, this pure white light. And then the picture behind you feels so powerful.
Yeah. I'm in complete awe about this image being here. I'm gonna get out of the way for a minute. I mean, I don't know. There's no words, but the witches are here and they are so present and just wanting us to know that they're here to help us. They're here to guide us. They've been through really difficult challenges and they understand. And they're here with us every moment.
Thank you. Thank you so much for bringing them through. Through you, it gifts such a different flavor and energetic as well. And your connection with ancient Egypt, I could feel that so viscerally. It's been really, really beautiful. Thank you so, so much.
Well, thank you so much for your beautiful words, and many blessings to you, Eimear, for your event here, and I'm sending so much love to everybody listening. Hope you receive so much from this interview, channeling, and from everybody that's participating in your beautiful bringing the witches back to the round table. I love it. It's so powerful.
Yeah, we're here. We're here. We're already
here table.
Thank you for stepping in. And I know I will go back, and I invite so many others to go back and re-listen to this, because there's so much wisdom in there. So thank you so, so much. Yes. And to everyone watching, we will see you all again soon. Bye for now.